You see, this idea that this is you keeps you where you are. You have your thoughts. And you don't say they're my thoughts, you are saying I am thinking this. You don't even say they're my thoughts, you go further. You say, I am thinking this. I am picking this chocolate up. I am eating this chocolate. There's a you that you've identified with so strongly that you can't let it go. It's very strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very strong.
And the only barrier between you and truth is this I.
Mm-hmm.
And all that has to happen is you let that go. See, in the scriptures it says that. It says the only barrier between you and God is you. It's called ego or home. The sense of I. When this drops, truth appears. So Kabir, for example, one of the mystics says, Jab hum hote. When I was, Jab hum hote, when I was, tab tum nahi, there was no you. He's saying it to God. When I was, when Kabir was, he goes, there was no God. Why? Because I am. There's a me. You can't discover God as long as there's you. As long as you believe you are you, as long as you hold that concept and idea that this is you, you can't discover God. Although that's what people try to do, because they try to become worthy and do practices and meditation and prayers and everything else to try to meet God. It's not going to happen. The meeting never happens. He says, while I was, there was no you. Jab hum hote tab tum nahi. There was no you. He says, now what's happened? Ab tum ho. Now you are. Hum nahi. But I'm not. Now, understand that. He said, while I was, there was no you. Meaning I couldn't see you. I couldn't find you. No matter where I looked, I could not discover God. Now he says, God is. Meaning he's all there is. Ab tum ho, you are. Why? Because I am not. Why have I discovered God everywhere? Because there's no me. I've realized there is no me. I haven't attained anything, he says. I've discovered there is no me. I've lost the concept and the idea that I used to hold that there's a separate self called me. Does that make sense now? Let go of this idea that there's a separate you and you discover truth. The oneness is always there. You don't see it. You're not going to see it after enlightenment. You will simply realize that it is the case. You want this one?
No, I'm just doing that.
Okay. You're going to just discover it because you can have it.
No, I've got you three here.
Okay.
We're showing them.
Okay. So the way you do this, and this is why all religions are traps, because they give you practices. Meditate. Do this. Do that. Pray. Who's doing the meditation, the praying, or everything else? Me. So me is going to get stronger, isn't it? So the Zen master has a stone and he's rubbing it, and the disciple is meditating. So the disciple's wondering, like, what is this noise? So he opens his eyes, and the Zen master is rubbing this stone and rubbing it vigorously and rubbing very hard. So finally the disciple asks, he goes, because he's sitting there meditating, what are you doing? He says, I'm rubbing the stone. He says, yeah, but why? He says, I am going to make the stone into a mirror. I'm rubbing it so hard, I want to make it into a mirror. So it shines like a mirror. The disciple says, no amount of rubbing is going to make the stone a mirror. It won't happen. So the Zen master says no amount of meditation is going to get you to enlightenment. Because you're doing it. No practice is going to get you there. Because all practice you are doing. The ego is doing, the sense of I. There's a me doing it, isn't it? Or I'm going beyond my issues. I'm getting closer. You won't get closer. There is no closer.